And good afternoon from North Allegheny Stadium. Looks like they are not doing player introductions today, but we're here for a matchup between the St. Clair Panthers, who are 7-4-1, and the North Allegheny Tigers, who are 8-2-1. So this is a matchup of the big cats, I guess. And kind of the big cats in each of their sections. They both are in second place in their respective sections. North Allegheny is in Section 1, St. Clair's in Section 2. And so this end of the year traditional matchup is one in which a lot of the reserves from each team get to play. It's not a section matchup. So, it matters in the standings overall, and could potentially matter in the seedings that the Whippy will do next week on Wednesday. But again, this is a game where a lot of the reserves get to play. For St. Clair, that's going to be true because a lot of the guys are injured. Just playing 3 games a week has kind of worn the team down in a way. Injury-wise, senior night we had a couple injuries going into the game and then wound up with a couple injuries during the game. So as we kick off, Ben Backdine's got the ball out to Soham Shankar, back into Backdine. Sees Nick Tanner all the way across the field. Tries to send it down the line to Abelardo Sabarzo, but he and AB weren't reading things the same way, so the ball goes by AB, and North Allegheny will start. And North Allegheny and the Pink Sox celebrate Breast Awareness Month. Sends it up the line here to the near sideline. Now Ty Reamer has it. Jack Myers tried to get it through, actually intercepts it off a defensive miscue. Goes over the end line, and it's going to be the first St. Clair corner of the day. And Ben Backdine will take this corner. We typically line up at the top of the 18, kind of a line on the back post. And Ben lofts a nice one in, headed away by a center defender. And Ben tracks it down. Able to get it over Cyrus Connie. Cyrus knocks it back to Soham. And Shankar loses it. And Ty Reamer comes in to snag it. Oh, nope. Good defensive play. Now Ridge is in a race. Ridge McClintock. And he catches up to the forward now. Passes back to his midfielder. 2 guys converge on him. Ball goes high and wide. So Dev Patel just watches the first potential test go over his head. And we're going to restart on a goal kick. So it looks like we have some typical starter, or most of the typical starters out there. Ridge McClintock and Kyle Rawye are playing the dual center back positions. Both J.J. Cuddy and Liam Shinecki are hurt, but Kyle and Ridge could be starters on most other teams in the section. I would say, certainly in the Whippeal. So throw him now back into Ty Reamer. He tries to get it up to Sabarzo, but cleared away by a defender. Shankar now. And Will battles, but can't get anything done there. So it'll be St. Clair throwing. North Allegheny is coached by Bobby Vossmeyer, former European soccer professional player and member of the Dutch national team. He's also a Pittsburgh Spirit player. I think that was his last professional stop, if I'm not incorrect. He stayed in Pittsburgh, made his home here. Will Backdine tries to go across the end line, but gets thumped to the ground. So he and the captain for North Allegheny kind of slap hands and get back up. Into Jack Myers, back to Connie. And intercepted by North Allegheny. They're going to start with their left back. Oh, well defended by Ben Backdine. North Allegheny player was just waiting, and Ben Backdine stepped in front and was able to snag the ball. And Jack Myers draws a penalty. It's hard to tell. It's right outside the 18-yard box. I'm trying to pick up the lines here on the field. So Jack Myers has a very short opportunity to goal, about 19, 20 yards away. I'm going to take it that Jack's either going to pass it short or drill it. And he takes a shot to the far post, just wide. Good take though, he took it low. Keeper was not going to be able to get it. He was able to sneak it in that back post. North Allegheny had a 4-man wall there. Usually wall will set up on the near post and the keeper has the rest of the net from whatever they don't cover. And back out to the left back for North Allegheny. And bounces around a bit now. Kyle Royer defends and then has to get back. Cyrus Connie and Ben Backdine converge, win the ball, but knock it back toward the North Allegheny defense. And we have a switch from North Allegheny now up to their right winger, or outside midfielder, whichever he may be playing. Shankar clears up the middle. Myers possesses, knocks it back to Reamer. Reamer turns it around, sees Nick Tanner making a nice run. Let's see if he can catch up to the ball. And he does. White Lightning doesn't let many balls go out of bounds. He catches that ball. Now Ben Backdine's defending. And North Allegheny's got it on the outside right here. Two guys making the same run. Makes it a little easier to defend. Yeah, Shankar and Ridge McClintock were able to cover the same run made by two guys right there. That's not a typical thing you see, but was easy to cover. And unfortunately, Cyrus Connie turns around and tries to clear a bit. He goes off Will Backdine, out of bounds. So throw in North Allegheny. No one's moving. Throws it to the guy 2 yards in front of him, and he knocks it out. So Ben Backdine now. And just from we're about 6 minutes into the game here. I'd say that looks like the skill level's pretty equal on both sides. Oh, nice ball by Jack Myers and Ty Reamer. Dispossessed though by the defender. Out to their left midfielder. Looks like they are playing. Cleared away by Kyle Royer. One timed out by Ty Reamer. Sabarzo out to Reamer again. Up to Jack Myers. He's got a little bit of a breakaway. And they call him offsides. I'm not so sure about that. Not sure about that at all. Jack looked like he just won the race to the ball, but I don't know. Like I say, my eyes were not on him when the ball was kicked. So out to the left back to restart. And Jack Myers makes him turn around, give it to a center back, but a lazy pass. And now 3 to 4 passes back in the defensive end until they are able to reset. They get some movement up front. Ridge McClintock is on the run. And the ball rolls out. Ball's rolling pretty fluidly on this field. Looks like maybe an older field, a little bit worn down. Ball's going to roll quickly. Reamer out to Will Backdine, but Will's already on the run, so it was behind him. Now defended well by Connie. Another throw in North Allegheny. And back out to the center midfielder. North Allegheny tries to wind it to their far sideline, to their left back. Intercepted by Sabarzo. Connie is not going to be able to catch it before the keeper does. So keeper rolls it to his right center back. And he gets a look at the field. Not too many people moving or making ambitious runs. Again, this will count on the overall record, but has the feel of a glorified scrimmage, if you will. The intensity certainly isn't here from the section games. And well played by Sabarzo. Back to Connie. Connie lost one into Will Backdine. I would say he probably was caught correctly offsides. So North Allegheny restarts. 3 passes in their defensive end. And the left back has it. Sends it toward his midfielder. Defended well by, Kyle Royer had stepped up. And we're joined by my buddy and local broadcasting teammate Wally Backdine.
Thank you, Dan.
How are you today, Wally?
No, it's good to be here. Sorry, I had my ESPN game day duties this morning, and we had a little trouble with the air traffic coming out of Bristol.
Understood. Yeah, that farm festival up there at the exit clogged things up.
Yeah.
So I was just saying, I don't know if you noticed this walking across the field, but the intensity level is a little bit less than what would be in a section game where everyone sees each other twice a year. It's kind of counts in the standings, but more of a scrimmage as used by the coaches in a sense.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how he handles the second half and play some more kids in the game, and we might even see some of that here in the first half. It's a little bit different substitution pattern.
We just are, a little bit banged up. Guys have some nagging injuries and some, repetitive stress injuries in a way. Some groin pulls and just season-long total of playing 3 games a week. And I shouldn't say it's a scrimmage. It certainly isn't. It's going to count. But coaches generally use it to be able to play their reserves and rest some of their hurt starters to get ready for the playoffs.
From a playoff standpoint, it really doesn't mean a whole lot to us. Although, this is a team that actually as a 2 seed coming out of the South, this is a team that we could get paired up against potentially in the second round.
I truly don't know how it counts in the overall seedings. I guess your overall record would count, but then teams could just load up with powder puffs and build their record. So it's really your section record that counts in the truest sense. Defended well there by Connie. Launches it forward to Myers. And Jack turns around, wheels again. He's looking for Sabarzo, sees Ben Backdine. And Ben chips it, tries to get it through ball to, Avalardo, and he kind of made the keeper make a desperate play there. Now Kyle Royer's on the run back with their left forward. And defended well there by Nick Tanner. And he caused enough trouble that there's a scrum in the middle. And try to get it wide, clangs off the actually unintended target of the player next to him. So Sabarzo's on him now.
Yeah, nice play by Abelardo. Pitting him in on the sideline there and then making a tackle. It could have gone off of him. Yeah, what I was going to start to say, Dan, is that, it'll be interesting from a seeding perspective. If you look at I guess it would be the East section, the one with Norwin, Connellsville, Central Catholic, there's a lot of have and have-nots in that section. Norwin is on top, I think, with a 9-1-1 record, and Central Catholic, interestingly enough, is at 8-2-1, and that's a Central Catholic team that we absolutely, I would say, destroyed in our first preseason scrimmage 4-0, and they lost their first real game of the season to Norwin 7-0, and then they were 46 goals for and 2 against over the next 9 games, and that's as shocking as it to me, just having seen them play live back in early September. So obviously teams can improve over time, but they were absolutely killing teams once they got past that first Norwin game. That's
an amazing stat. They did not look good. Maybe they had a late transfer in, or somebody was injured, or late scholarship ad. I don't know.
Right, 46 goals. I don't know that they sniffed the net. When we played them.
No, they didn't. And the teams are knocking it back and forth at midfield now. Kyle Royer defends, actually misses it, then gets to defend again. Connie now on a fellow that shoulders him out of the way. Nick Tanner out to watch. Cross goes wide. And a little interesting fact about Nick Tanner, I think he's the president of our cereal club at the St. Clair High School. So I don't know how dedicated those duties are during the week, but at least he's able to get his mind on soccer at the end of the day for a little stress relief. Ty Reamer defended, looks back to Shankar. Shankar up to Connie. Ben back dying. He wheels
Oh,
around.
nice turn.
Very
Gets
nice.
away from 2 or
Another
3
one.
kids.
Oops.
Oh, and then just gives it back. Just kind of got twisted around a little bit.
Those 4 guys had him in a box there.
Yeah.
He didn't know who to take on next.
Well, I think he was trying to dribble out of that little predicament. There wasn't anybody that was sort of an obvious pass
No.
as I was looking around from up top.
Everyone was just watching him. So everyone's watching the right back now as he looks into his midfielder, back to the center back, out wide. Sbarzo steps up, and we're content to just let them leave it back there.
Yeah.
Can't do any damage from back there.
This group of seniors, they're familiar with this stadium, having played 2 playoff games in it. Unfortunately, their memories probably aren't too fond of this place, as they've lost 2 games here in the stadium, both in the playoffs. That's going to be a little different this fall, as home teams, the higher-seeded home team, is going to be hosting games rather than playing at neutral sites, and then ultimately the championships are not going to be at Highmark Stadium.
Wow, that's good stuff. It is good to get some home playoff games if we can do it.
Well, we should have at least one. I think the second game, if we're able to get past our first opponent, likely is going to be on the road.
So throw in deep here for North Allegheny. Gets it almost to the middle of the box. And there's going to be a shot there and a handball knocked down by the North Allegheny player. He shoots again. No call by the official. That was pretty plain from up here, about 200 yards away. Just saying. A low cross in on the corner. Back out in the air. Settles it. Blocked by Tanner, who comes all the way over to this side.
Just another good hustle play by Nick Tanner.
And they're plentiful. He lofts it more towards
sort of heads it off with another kid. There's nobody in the.
Gotta get
we
out
all
to defend,
drifted
back
down
downs.
deep into the box. Oh, and Ben tunnels underneath that kid, and they play a flash
quickly.
restart.
Woof,
Nice save by Def Patel. That was a really good
save.
shot too.
Coach Snyder didn't like the inattentiveness back there.
And that's something that we like to do. You'd think that you'd be aware of that, certainly on the defensive end, but certainly offensively, that's something that I know that we like to do, is a quick restart.
Yeah, especially when it happens in practice all the time. So ball lofted in, headed out by Ben Backdine. Jack Myers comes out to defend from behind. Ben out to the sideline here. Now his brother's on him. And they get a wall pass back.
Oh, nice move there.
Oh, tricky play in.
Yeah. That was a nice little combination that he ran back there with this number 8.
And Nick Tanner looked
Finally
like he
out
saved
to
a goal
Nick
there.
Tanner. Oh, out to Jack Myers. And now out to Nick Tanner. And we're able to play in the middle of the field now.
So Barzo chases. I don't know in fact about Sabarzo. For some reason, his goal in life is to move to Iceland and buy a boat. Ty Reamer with a good tackle that gets called as a penalty. And this guy out here on the right side, Kensley Owens, is shown that he's wearing a captain's band. I'm not surprised. He's a good, skillful player. Shankar defends him. Actually, excuse me, he blocks the ball from Shankar going out. Back nine adjusts his headband, and that ball goes out. Oh, caught a foul. So back nine's going to loft one in. Goes near sideline to Jack Myers.
Yeah, that's a play that they like to run on a throw, getting Jack isolated there in the in the corner, deep in the corner, and we just ran that with a kick that time. This is a tough free kick. It's into the wind. Oh, but we got a quick restart over to Cyrus. Oh,
Defended by Kensley. Or excuse me, Owens. Back into back nine. Gets it down. Ooh, wheels around, trying to get to Connie. Shankar with a tough tackle. Back. Nice little side foot pass into back nine.
Now let's move it around.
Jack Myers tries to step over. And cleared. Sent down the line. Shankar's on the run.
Nice touch by 16.
Oh, he takes a slide.
He's going to control it on the end.
Oh, very good play by Nick Tanner. He just got his left foot on it and tapped it out wide. That was a great play. Maybe he heard footsteps coming behind him. He had to know that guy was coming.
Yeah, if he dummied it, that wouldn't have been a particularly smart move because that guy certainly had it locked up on his eyes. Oh, and that goes wide. But you're right. I think he redirected it just enough. And very, very smart play.
And Coach Snyder's kind of alerting his two center backs that guy sliced through the middle of them. So that's something they're going to have to be aware of, keeping their head on a swivel. It appears that North Allegheny is playing kind of a 4-4-2 system. Could be 4-2-3-1, but they pretty constantly have two guys up forward. It's hard to tell sometimes. It could be a 4-3-3, I don't know.
Right now they've got four guys way up top. Right, they've got four guys loaded up top.
Shankar chests it down. Dribbles, man on his back. Now another. Pushes him away. Over to Will back nine. Back to Shankar. And Owens takes the ball from him. Now we're out to the left side. Left back forward. Sabarzo's on his horse. Throw in North Allegheny. Kyle Rollier is shielding and goes over the end line for a goal kick for us.
Really good play by Kyle.
Very good. And we'll need Kyle's leg right now because this wind is pretty good into the face of the Panthers.
Yeah, I'd say there's a decided advantage if you're going from left to right as we're watching it here on the screen. That's I would guess it's a two-club win, just judging by how that flag is moving in the end zone.
I would agree. Royer sends it a little lower than usual, gets it to midfield though. Anderson Ladaris is on the run, but it gets by him. Owens knocks it forward and out over. I think that's Cole Evan.
One of the things about North Allegheny, this team is that we played them twice at the end of last year. In fact, back to back. And I was looking at the roster earlier today, and there just aren't that many kids who sort of that we remember from the prior year. And it's when you look at the number of kids that they have in each class that play soccer here, and I think it just it speaks to the size of the school. But you basically have a whole new team each year, whereas there's very little carryover. Whereas if you look at St. Clair, we've got 7 seniors, I think, that start on a regular basis. But there'll be some continuity with 4 new kids.
Yeah, great play by Ben back nine there.
Yeah, and he was calling Anderson off.
He headed it forward, cleared it, got it himself, dribbled all the way down past midfield, and he's got it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they don't call it the University of North Allegheny for nothing.
And it is a campus here.
Yeah, Division III coach. I mean, if you play for North Allegheny and you're a starter, that says a heck of a lot. But they still haven't had tremendous teams. Like, they're not threatening for the Whippeal every year. I mean, they're in the playoffs, but
they did win back-to-back Whippeal championships about 5 years ago, and so, but they're not perennial finalists, which is surprising given the size of the school.
Oh, that's a great point. I didn't realize that.
Oh my goodness. A save by Cyrus.
Deb Patel with a good save. The first one just slaps it away with his hand. North Allegheny player was able to rifle it toward the net, and Cyrus Connie cleared it away. And then yelled at a teammate for not doing something he didn't like.
Well, he was in the right spot there, and he saved a goal for sure.
Yeah, Cyrus Connie's been playing very well, very enthused the last couple nights. Deb Patel takes the kick, low.
Nice turn by North Allegheny there. And a good tackle by Ben
very
Bakdayan.
Ladaris dribbles for a second, back to Ben Bakdayan. Out to, is that Baden Friday
Baden
out there?
Friday
Yeah.
out there on the right midfield spot.
Nick Tanner beats a guy. Beats him again.
Yeah, the guy looked like he was trying to tackle him.
Yeah. That's a big boy out there.
We'll see if North Allegheny changes their attack. Number 11 over here, their right outside forward, goes and takes a seat. And
Looks like Will Stasko's in for him. And 15 and a half minutes left in the first half. Back to the right center back. Anderson Ladaris harasses him.
Yeah, almost had a steal there.
Yep.
And he's still harassing him.
It's like a 4-2-4, this formation they're playing.
Yeah.
Cyrus Connie wins a tackle, loses the battle. Winds up on his butt, but we get a penalty kick, or a kick out of it. Up to Bakdayan. He's about to choose between Tanner and Baden Friday. Wheels it back to Connie. Now back to Bakdayan.
Slips away from a defender.
Played
and
inside.
Baden gets the ball. Oh, and Anderson
Cassidy's got it.
Ladaris.
Get a shot off, Jack.
Yeah. Oh, he just couldn't get enough on it.
Nope. Drew Pop tried to get a toe on it, but that wouldn't have mattered either way. There was no power in either one.
It was a nice little bounce, lucky bounce for St. Clair, and Jack just couldn't get the ball out from underneath him. That's a dangerous pass going all the way across the field, skipping the center back.
All the way top the 18.
Mm-hmm.
So left midfielder sends it down to the defensive third for Panthers.
Ben Bakdayan battling. North Allegheny comes out with it. And a nice pass. And a nice cross.
And another nice play by Tanner. And scooped up by Dev Patel. Bush. All four defenders had a shot at that one. Luckily got to Patel without much power. So punt by Dev.
You can see the effect of the wind there. I mean, Dev's not able to get the ball out much further than the 30. Yeah, you got to feel like if you have the ball with the wind, that's your opportunity to score. And so, St. Clair's got 13 minutes here to defend the wind. If they could get one, that would be a huge advantage.
Yeah.
But
luckily, we're playing the ball on the ground a good bit so far, but
and a nice dummy. Yeah, the North Allegheny center back came and covered him, but a nice play there by Anderson Ladaris.
Soccer can be an interesting game from the respect that you sometimes you get what you get from the other side in a game. I mean, North Allegheny's coached by Bobby Vossmeyer, and the ball's on the ground. They hold their shape, and we're trying to do the same when the ball turns over, as opposed to the long kick game or the gym soccer game you get if you're playing a lousy team.
Abelardo Sabarzo checks in for Ben Bakdayan now.
And Baden Friday keeps his pass in the middle, goes wide left. Tanner steps up. Now Rallier defends.
Yep.
Oh,
nice tackle by Kyle.
Kyle did not dive in.
Really nice. Baden gets the ball taken off of him. No foul there.
Nick Tanner does not get the ball taken off of him.
Jack Cassidy just stood his ground and made the tackle.
Yes, he did.
Well, we just can't get it out of that side.
Oh. That was a good switch, just a mistrap on this side. Bails the Panthers out. Soham into Drew Pop. AB keeps it in bounds off the back of a Tiger. Pop gets it down, wheels back to Shankar. He sends it long up towards Anderson Ladaris. Missed kick by...
That's going to be a white ball.
Yeah, just off the top of his foot. Pop takes a couple extra yards.
Oh, and a nice ball.
Oh, Anderson just wasn't moving.
Yeah, Anderson was coming back for the ball and not moving forward. You know, if he had just that one step instead of the hesitation, he might have had a chance at popping it over the goalkeeper like he did a couple games ago.
Good header there by Kyle Royer, and good tracking by Sabarzo. Back to Shankar. Up to Pop. Now Sabarzo hits it to Loderis. And Anderson pops, trying to get it wide to Baden Friday, but
just a little bit too flat. The pass angle, that is.
Kyle Royer's, excuse me. Connie was spun around there. Now Kyle Royer defends.
Yeah.
Up to Tanner. Boy, good stick by Nick Tanner.
Nice play by Kyle and another one by Nick. Yeah, we're definitely playing a lot of this half here in our end, and it'll be interesting to see how much of a factor the wind has had in that.
And Sabarzo knocks it back toward Baden Friday. That's a ball there I'd like to see switched. I mean, plenty of players on that side, and it just came from over there. So
to see him keep coming across the field. Right. Yep, I would agree.
Because Drew Pop was just one-on-one with the right back here. So Connie comes out for a well-deserved break. Ben Backdine goes in. A little known fact about Cyrus Connie, he can apparently...
Oh, here comes Drew Pop.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, and he
Pop puts it through the uprights.
Puts it over the top of the goalkeeper, but what a nice diagonal run by Drew Pop.
We got that ball down quickly. Throw in, knock forward, and then Pop had a chance at goal. I was about to say that Connie's a great moonwalker, apparently.
I doubt he has the same skills that you do, Dan. In fact, maybe at our next video session, the two of you guys could face off.
I am not a dancer, Wally.
Oh, that's a dangerous play.
I don't know.
Nick Tanner went to go head a ball down, and the Evan Anderson, the North Allegheny player, sort of stuck his foot up high.
I don't know how many Blue Moons or Bud Lights it would take me to try and moonwalk, but it would be a lot. All right, into Drew Pop.
Oh, the wind kind of took that ball away from him.
And they toss it back to their right inside back.
They have a holding mid that was tying his shoe.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought Lodaris was going to pick that off. Now Sabarzo attacks.
He's active back there right now, and he forces a turnover. Yeah. North Allegheny kind of stuck back there playing the ball around, couldn't find a way out. Good defense by the St. Clair Panthers.
Well, Drew Pop and Anderson Lodaris have been able to come up with goals in the last couple games, and they've been doing it all season, really off of hustle plays too.
Yeah.
So Baden Friday comes out. I think that's David Goldberg that went in. Ball played right away down to Goldberg.
David Goldberg,
corner,
keeps it in.
Yeah.
Keeps it in, and we get another throw out of it.
Nick Tanner quickly to Sabarzo. Down again to Tanner. He gets whacked down. We're going to have a kick or a throw out of this. Looks like a throw.
I think that ball boy on that side's getting tired of this.
Yeah. Tanner launches
a high ball. That wind's going to play around with it. Yep, it's hard to judge. Drew Pop distracts the defender.
Kind of a loping defensive move there. And short throwing back to the right, right center back. Sends it toward midfield.
Ball's going to carry. Yeah.
Skims it back. Now Kyle Royer.
Looks like Dev's going to come out and get that one. Yeah, the balls are going. They have to realize the balls are going to fall short when they're attacking and when they're passing back to the defensive end. You know, the ball's just going to carry.
And 7 minutes to go in the half here. Kyle Royer defends well.
He quickly gets back into position.
How about Dev Patel coming out?
Yeah,
30, 40 yards. He probably didn't know what to do with himself with 3 minutes back there, nothing to do.
Six and a half minutes left here in the first half. Still 0-0 Tigers and Panthers. It's a cat fight.
The big cat fight.
All right. But we don't need cats.
No.
Dan,
we
you know
need dogs.
that. We need dogs. Dogs.
So Connie has been playing like a dog lately for sure. He comes back in for Jack Cassidy. Dog is a good thing, folks.
Yes. No, nice pass by 7.
So defended hard there. Well, we got a throw in St. Clair. And Abelardo takes a
Oh,
shot
that
to
looked
the
like
back.
a foul, yeah.
And I heard a whack to the heel, too.
Good to see 6 acknowledge the foul.
Yeah.
Oh, and he
unlucky.
gives him the ball just a little bit too far back.
Headed back to defender for North Allegheny. It'll be Alex Joy. Knocks it up to his holding mid. Back to their left back. David Goldberg stuffs him. Throw in North Allegheny. It's around Goldberg, around Sabarzo, but not around Royer. And Ridge steps up to defend. He's helped out by Kyle. Launches it again long into Soham's belly. Now headed down towards Drew Pop.
Yeah.
And he collects it, knocks it up to Sabarzo. He tries to get it to back nine, but too far.
Too far ahead. You know, St. Clair with this formation that North Allegheny is playing, they really should be dominating the possession of the ball, certainly in the middle of the field. You know, we've got 3 guys, sometimes 4 in the middle of the field, and we should be able to maintain possession all the time.
Yep.
Oh, that ball's going to be dangerous. Oh.
It's kind of like they switch from a 4-4-2 when they're back in their half of the field to a 4-2-4 when they're on offense. But
yeah,
you're right on the replay. They should be able to really control the ball in the middle.
Yeah,
very well. There's so much space to do so.
Oh, and they dribble right through
forward,
us.
yeah.
That ball's going to go out of bounds. Yep. Critical 4 minutes left here in the first half. St. Clair's got to maintain possession and defend, but with the wind going this direction, you'd say that was a victory if they could hold it scoreless here in the first half. But North Allegheny isn't going to necessarily let us do that without an effort. Oh, nice cross.
Stasko was double teamed.
Yeah.
Good play back there by Sabarzo.
Sabarzo.
He got all the way back. Now Shankar. Shankar takes a shoulder.
Yep.
That's going to be a penalty.
And I think North Allegheny, number 6, was just frustrated by losing the ball down in the corner. And sometimes you just got to do that to make yourself feel better.
No question about it.
Right.
And Will Stasko's been losing the ball, and now he's done it twice in a row. Up to Drew Pop. Knocks it into
Tries to one-touch it across, but
yeah.
Can't get it with accuracy. Yeah, St. Clair's just you can tell him reaching a little bit right now. Yeah.
Kyle Roy gets in front of that fella and almost cleared by Ridge McClintock. He had wound up, but Patel called him off.
And I like the communication from Dev. I mean, Ridge was, and he was going to do what he needed to do, was clear the ball. The ball sitting right in front of the goal, and Dev, Ridge can't see him behind him, and Dev calls him off. That's the kind of communication that you like to see between a back and the goalkeepers.
And it just comes from the increasing confidence that Patel's gotten. He owns that box now. That's his defense and his box.
Yeah. St. Clair has got to turn around quickly on defense. They are retreating back into position, and
look at how far up those 4 forwards are. Look
right.
how much space we have. We have a diamond of 4 players there to their 2 when we get the ball. That big fella stepped forward and headed that down. Now Connie's got it wide to Goldberg. Goldberg keeps it close to him. Nice touch. Sabarzo.
He's got to send it.
And he
gets
sent it back where it came from again.
Ben comes up with it though.
He does.
Oh, and a nice
ball.
Goldberg,
they're going to catch him off sides. He was off. He had just let himself get
a little too anxious.
A little too anxious. Right?
Yeah.
A minute and a half left. Still zeros. Out to the right back. They're content to let him sit there for a moment. Now Ladara steps up.
Yeah, let him play it back. We're down to a minute and 20 left here in the first half. Nice step by Nick Tanner. Oh,
Whoa.
and David Goldberg just pushes it out. It looked like Nick was going to be able to continue running down the line with that if David just leaves it for him.
That was going to be a white lightning moment.
Yeah.
Ladaris gets it down, gets a shot in the back of the calf. That'll be a direct kick at midfield for USC.
No, they're giving it to North Allegheny. I'm not quite sure.
What did he do?
He must have had a hold of his arm or something, but it wasn't apparent from this distance.
That'll be back to Patel.
Yeah.
Off the end line.
Whoa.
Whoops.
A little slippery on that track surface.
He'll stay off of that.
Yeah.
Can't afford to lose another keeper, especially Mr. Patel.
Yeah, I would be very deliberate at this point if I'm St. Clair. This is one of the things that you just got to have is a little bit of soccer IQ and understand what the game situation is, and knowing that, look, the wind is in your face. You have gotten it down to the last 20 seconds of the half and defended really well. Oh, nice ball. Ben, just couldn't quite get through.
Ben did that very well. He drew the defender to him on the dribble and then cut it back.
Yeah.
Cut it back towards Drew Pup.
And we're going to get to the end of the first half here.
That's a win. I mean, it's 0-0, but I'd say it feels like almost 1-0 because of the wind. You're right.
I would completely agree.
All right, we'll be back for the second half. Thank you. So we're back for the second half, and trying to look at the starting lineup here. It looks pretty similar to how we finished the half.
So, yeah, I think David Goldberg's still in there, but Ty Reamer and William Backdine are back out on the field.
And I think we are down to maybe our last 4 defenders here.
We are.
Regardless of what changes he might like to make. The guys out there are probably going to be the guys.
I didn't see what happened with Ridge.
No, Ridge is actually out. You're right.
Yeah.
So Goldberg is out there at the right back.
So we really are to our last 4 defenders.
He turned an ankle
late in the game last week.
Late in the game
or on Thursday.
On senior night, yeah. So I'm not sure. Maybe it was bothering him again, or maybe he just wants to see Dave Goldberg at right back. I don't know.
Well, he's going to see David Goldberg at right back.
And it looks like we've got a lot of changes on the North Allegheny side, although I couldn't necessarily call them out just looking at the different guys up there. Oh, well won by Nick Tanner out there. So back to the middle center back here, out to the left back. And he launches it forwards, chested down well. Kyle Royer defends. Play it back again to the right center back. He wheels back around over to his defensive teammate. Forward to the holding midfielder, and just possessing the ball now. North Allegheny is. Will Backdine steps up. Jack Myers defends a bit. They're just feeling things out in North Allegheny, trying to get the shift that they want up front to get someone open.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of the same kids from North Allegheny. I know number 7, Evan Anderson, he's one of their better players. He actually played and started a lot as a sophomore last year, and looks like the same back line there. That number 11 that they had in the first half is not in the game right now, but I'm sure we'll see him in the second half. Oh, Abelardo lets the ball bounce over him and just needed to get a touch to control it. Not sure that he knew number 30 was right behind him.
Yeah, the fella got by him. Zoha Peterson was able to get by him. So out to the right side now. Nick Tanner defends well. No option there, but so North Allegheny gets a corner, but that was good defense. So they stack their guys in the middle up across the penalty line.
It's a nice low delivery. And Nick Tanner clears it out. That's something that I've noticed in the last couple of games is when we clear, we don't always clear the ball out to the side, and you end up facing sort of a second ball shot in sequence that you almost wish that the kids would clear it out or touch it outside, and then you could reset your defense a little bit more. Certainly pull out from the goal and give your keeper some space back there.
Yeah, it's almost as if our guys are just content to whack it and get it in some direction toward the other goal, but yeah, you really...
Yeah, but it doesn't...
you kind of like to see them consciously also knock it toward the sideline.
It doesn't diffuse the threat. And, as you know, I mean, we've given up some goals on second balls, and I think that's some of it has to do with us not exactly helping ourselves in that regard.
Yeah, because it usually knocks out to an open midfielder or an open defender that's coming up. Oh, flick forward nicely by Wilbeck Dime, but it's picked off. Goes over Connie's head.
Oh, and a ball, through ball. Oh, and it hits the
crossbar.
bar.
Thank goodness.
He was in. Kyle missed the tackle. It was a really nice pass by number 7, and then Dev really didn't have much of a chance there, and we just got bailed out by some inaccuracy.
Wilbeck Dime with a nice ball up to Sabarzo.
Oh, can he get it through to Ty? Yeah, the ball's going out. All right, we'll reset and let's play from this end.
Backdine throws into Wilbeck Dine. He gets a check from behind, and Ty Reamer just knocks out, unfortunately.
Looks like Goldberg will control this.
Throw in North Allegheny.
Yeah, Kyle heads it down. William Backdine is going to control this.
Tries a heel ball.
No, he tries to kick it off of him.
Back again. David Goldberg now gets it out.
That was a second level kick it off the shin attempt by William Backdine. You don't usually see a heel pass try to get that done, but almost effective. David Goldberg, a nice header. Just
good job there.
Yeah.
Steps out again to defend. He's active in the defense.
He's got a shield.
Ooh, takes a wrap.
Yeah, nice job there by David Goldberg.
It was good identification by Royer, too, to know that this guy needed help.
Well, he was trapped, yeah. And this ball's going to go down. Oh!
Thought he got it through.
Almost down the line to Jack Myers. And, this is where they've got to run that deep throw into the corner.
Backdine takes a good 15 yards on the throw.
Yeah, that wasn't even close.
Because Coach Snyder caught that ball. Throw in Reamer into Myers.
Oh, he's got somebody coming through.
Flick it forward to Sabarzo, but he wasn't on the move. Ooh, Nick Tanner gets called off by Shankar. Now back into the midfield for North
somebody
Allegheny.
Coming at him. Should get out.
Wow, just couldn't get it.
Yeah, we're going to test our theory here about the wind. So far, it's been pretty balanced. Maybe North Allegheny's had a little bit better of the play. So maybe it's not as much of a factor as what we thought. But there's a wholesale substitution coming in for NA. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe 7 players. Wow.
Out to the cheers of their home crowd.
Felt like a travel soccer game there, right? With that sort of mass substitution of players.
But I'll tell you, Kyle Royer is going to have to be aware. Kensley Owens is now the guy in the center. And he was a guy who was really wreaking some havoc on the right side out here in the first.
Yeah, he's got some pace for sure.
Yeah.
And that's you just got to be aware of that. Allow for it. Yeah.
So the ball knocked way back to the North Allegheny keeper. Now to their left back. He calls for some help. There's no one to pass it to. Knocks it into the middle.
Reamer was making a run at that ball. Ben Backdine comes back, pokes it away. And Abelard is able to hold on to it. Here you go. We're very patient right now.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of panic going on. And
no, on either team. Sabarzo has it up to Jack Myers, just ticked away by that defender.
That was
He just got a toe on it.
He had both Jack and Ben running forward, and if he could have just gotten that ball out into some space around the 20, that would have been a threat for sure.
So North Allegheny connecting on a number of passes. Gets defended out there by Connie. And again by Shankar now.
Yeah.
Goldberg's got it. Looks forward, sends it up to Jack Myers, but really just goes to a center back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kid looks like Devin Ekbote.
I just thought the same exact thing. Except Devin Ekbote.
I know he went to college. I didn't realize he went to this college.
Yeah, except he has better. Devin Ekbote, our Devin has better touch.
Sure, if Sundeep is watching the broadcast there, let Devin know that we miss him and we're thinking about him.
No question. Always said he was my favorite stick figure. Dev is a great kid.
Oh, he was.
Wonderful player, too. So knock forward to Myers. Defended well. Dribbles up. Center back does. Hands it off. They've got it out on the right side now. They bring 4 players forward and into.
Yeah, Kai, nice step by Kyle. Keeps him out there. And a good step by Kyle.
Again.
Yeah. Williams going to come in for that.
That's what you have to do.
Gets it back out to Jack Myers. That's always a good suggestion. Abelardo with the flick up. Can Ty keep this in? Yeah.
He does.
No, just gets away from him.
You know, I said in the first half, I think it was just before you got here, it looks like their turf is maybe a little matted down. Like
yeah. No, I can see what you're talking about. It doesn't have that discoloration that you usually see when you have a nice sort of groomed turf. And here comes Will Backtie, and he's got to get this ball across. He needs to come inside more. Oh, nice header by Jack Myers.
Good work there, boys.
Yeah, that's a good ball across over to Jack. And I'd say, Jack got a pretty good touch on that.
A little known fact about Jack Myers, he's a mature boy. He's already got 3 nieces in the world.
Uncle Jack.
Big family, yeah, Uncle Jack. Sabarzo defends.
Abelardo with another hard tackle. Yeah, they're pretty patient in North Allegheny is playing in that shell. They sort of move the ball around and then they try to find their entry point.
Yep. Yeah, they just get that movement where they can, and then they find the entry.
Dev Patel. He tries to get the ball out to the right side to Will Backdien. William Backdien flicks it forward.
And I just, like you say on the counter, I mean, I like our chances if we could get the ball from them. I mean, we got numbers in the midfield, and then we can make our entry into their defensive end.
Nice tackle by Ben Backdien, and back to him. He's got to give it back to Jack. There it is.
Through ball. Can he get there?
Yeah. Will's got support from the outside. And he pushes him down.
Take some punishment.
That would have been a hopeful foul to get, but we're Upper St. Clair announcers, so we can be that way.
They're right back. And you can tell their coach to possess it in the back until you get a solid entry point.
Yeah, it's interesting that they shell their 4 backs, and the 2 holding mids come back and really work the ball back and forth in the 2 triangles that they've set up on each side of the field, and really the play after that is a ball over the top.
Right.
And they kind of match up their 4 forwards with center backs, and I guess the strategy must be that they can beat them one-on-one.
And somehow they're getting away with giving up that 20 yards in the middle of the field, 30 yards. Nick Tanner tries to clear, knocked into a Tiger.
He's got him defended pretty well.
And
he
that was
touches
great
it
defense.
outside. They given him a corner.
What?
I thought that was off of the North Allegheny kid.
So did I.
Oh.
Jeez. Nick isn't protesting too much, but maybe it just went off his heel. In any event, that kid went to fake like he was going to cross it twice. Nick raised the leg, and the kid had to draw the ball back, so it never did come across.
All right, let's see these guys. Let's defend. That's a ball right in the middle. Oh, to the back corner.
Yep.
Oh.
Just goes over Goldberg's head. Somebody else's head as well. Not picking David out. And it just goes to a guy on the back post, or the back 18, I should say.
I think Kyle kind of lost track of his guy, and it went wide. And give credit to the kid. He saw, Dev had come and covered the near post, and he was able to get it through the traffic over to the far post. 1-0 with 12 and a half minutes gone here in the second half.
Yeah, for whatever reason, those their set plays right on the edges of the outer edge of the 18 or corners are just St. Clair's Achilles heel. Well, back down, dribbling now. He's got out to his brother Ben. Ben takes a man
and he gets
on,
it down. Now we're going to get a corner out of it.
Yep, we draw a corner.
Allegheny Tiger goal credited to number 19, Sean Moore.
I think Sean Moore's our left outside back. So Goldberg now didn't keep it in. Yeah, so the North Allegheny Stadium announcer just announced that Sean Moore got that goal, and he's their left outside back, so he came all the way up the field for that. So now we're all right. Ty Reamer's got it at midfield now. Takes an elbow to the back to Raulier, and just we have a turnover there out. North Allegheny right back. He sends it forward. Shankar defends. Has to do it again, and the ball looks to go over the end line for a St. Clair goal kick. So 26 minutes to go yet. Wind blowing and 1-0 North Allegheny. Royer with the boot. Sends it to midfield. And now it's back up to Jack Myers, over to Will Backdine.
Oh, let's see if he can settle it down. Send it to Jack. Oh, when he tries to get a shot across, he didn't have the right angle there.
Yeah, I certainly don't mind the shot taken there.
Evan Jakovac coming in at goal. Same with Nico Almontangelo. Ridge McClintock, I guess, is better now, but also seeing Cole Lang, Ryan Higgs, and Anderson Ladares. I think that might be the end of when we see the starters.
Could be. And Ben Backdine coming off telling Uwe Schneider something that frustrated him. Is it true that Ben has never been stung by a bee?
I think that's true.
He put that in his little things you would little know about me. So Goldberg now tries to clear, hits it sky high towards Connie. Yeah, I might not ask you that in August, but I don't think I'd jinx him in October.
Well, he's got a lot of allergies, so I hope that he doesn't, because that might be one of them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Connie now with a nice move, but
I don't know what Higgs was trying to do there, but he walks the defender right up to Connie and then gives Connie the ball. And if I'm sorry, as I'm saying to him, thanks. You you could have given it to me whenever I had some more space, but you don't give the ball back to me whenever you bring the guy to me.
Little rookie error.
Oh, and a nice through ball.
Oof. Owens almost gets a whack. At goal, he gets chopped down. Now Pop defends out wide.
Yeah, we need to get this ball out of here.
Cleared by Connie. Defended out there by
Nico. Yeah.
Ryan Higgs tries to get it forward to Pop. Can't.
Uwe's upset with the defensive positioning there.
So corner North Allegheny, just under 24 minutes to go. Got a man on the near post, several on the back. Lofted up and goes over the outstretched hands of Evan Jakovic, but bounces to him. That was a look what I found.
I like the fact that Evan came out there aggressively for that ball.
Yeah, Evan hurt his foot about 3, 4, 5 games ago, and Deb Patel is sub capably in his place. But it's good to see Evan get some time here again at the end of the season.
Absolutely.
So again, North Allegheny just possesses it in the back. I like how St. Clair at least keeps their shape here. We've seen a lot of teams overshift during the season, and we've been begging for us to take advantage of that, we keep our shape pretty well in the, when we're defending. So Goldberg now on the throw, just goes over ahead of Baden Friday. He might have got a skim on it, but knocked out by North Allegheny. Another Goldberg throw. And the injured Cuddy's up there coaching and encouraging Goldberg on who to throw it to. Little known fact about Cuddy, he says he averaged 15 rebounds a game in rec basketball. I tend to doubt that. I don't think he's the worm of rec USC's rec basketball. And Pop's on the run. Now Doris defends. Baden Friday steps up. Trying to force the issue, trying to make them play. And they're good at possessing. They're calmly on top of their 18-yard box. So the boy tripped on the ball there.
They're not afraid to switch the ball across the field in the back. I think if we were smart, we would sit one of our forwards right there in the middle and make him go back.
That was a good move there by Connie.
And that was a nice pass by Drew Pop. Just Anderson just out of the reach of Anderson Ladarius.
And Connie reached Drew Pop very well. I mean, spun a defender off him and knocked it toward the corner. All right, so here we go. North Allegheny possessing in the back again. St. Clair shifts, tries to pressure them. Ladaris is after it. And picked off.
Yeah.
Was that Ryan Higgs?
Ryan Higgs.
Into the corner toward Pop and Higgs. Oof. Shin ball. Reg McClintock into, whoa. Connie
Cyrus gets the ball taken away from him. Here comes Ryle. Oh, when he leaves North Allegheny, he leaves the ball behind him. They need to cover him, though.
Guys just pushing guys off the ball there.
Yeah.
Well, we throw a North Allegheny guy down. They go in, and Matangelo can't get it. And
there you
headed
go.
out by
Ball's
Connie.
out,
Good job, Connie. Good job, Cy. Higgs defends. Now Goldberg. And Royer almost has it go off his shin.
And Goldberg with a nice play.
Yeah.
Kicks it off of the North Allegheny forward.
Oof,
that looked like a foul.
Takes a big shot in the back.
North Allegheny's got maybe realize that, some of these younger players don't carry the same body weight.
Yeah.
And, a shove that might not move a kid like JJ or so is going to absolutely destroy one of these younger kids. And they'll get bigger. But, in the meantime, they should take advantage of the fact that they're able to draw fouls a little bit easier. Oh,
oof,
nice look, just a little bit late.
Yeah.
There you go.
And Higgs settling in now, knocking a guy in the back, pushing it back.
Defending aggressively, I like it. Let's see if Ridge can shield this guy off. Oh, no, he gets right by him. All right, we're in trouble here. That's a nice pass. One more, and they're in.
Oh, yeah.
Evan Jakovac with a nice save. He squared up to that shooter really well and was in great position to make the save.
Saw it all the way, went down on his right hip, 2 hands on it, good save.
And we're just beyond the halfway point here in the second half. 19 minutes left in the game. Yeah, JJ is moving around like he is the coach down there. Let's see.
So thrown into Higgs?
Yeah, send it back in.
Ooh, Baden Friday tried to cross, but
just a little bit too far inside. As I look down at our bench, we don't have that many players available right now. Uwe likes to carry 22, 23 guys, and we've got at least 5 guys that aren't dressed to play today.
Looks like Cole Lang is out there in the middle as well. I hope I didn't call him Ryan the one time.
No, Cole's been doing a nice job in there.
Kyle, good.
Yeah, you got to expect those two kids to. I don't know about that.
No, I don't either.
Yeah.
Higgs gets called for the push-off. I mean, some of the stuff that's been let go,
Right.
that certainly didn't need to be called.
But you would expect both Higgs and Lang to sort of man the midfield next year as Ben and Abelardo and Cyrus Connie graduate. I would have sworn that the North Allegheny kid poked it out, right?
Yeah.
I mean, almost intentionally.
I don't know. The ref didn't make
I know.
a noise or a motion.
And neither did the kids.
No.
That's a dangerous play. The kid's got to get up or they got to call the whistle, and they do.
Yeah, you can't play the ball on the ground. And so Connie will take it. Baden Friday comes down to the right side. And
That's going to get
didn't get over that boy.
Thought the ball might carry there for him.
Yeah, Philip Iozzi defended there for North Allegheny. Now Goldberg down to Connie. Connie wheels back around. Looks at Goldberg. Says nope.
Nice
I'll go
move
the other
by
way.
Cyrus Connie.
Yep.
See if he can get the ball to.
he
Just
tried
can't
to
get it
slip
slipped through.
Two fellas
Back
to
to
get
Connie.
the Lang.
Now to Higgs. Straight to the North Allegheny defender.
It's the allure of those pink socks. So Ridge McClintock gets back, and that definitely should not be a foul. That kid tripped.
He tripped on his feet.
Tripped on his own feet.
Yeah.
Geez, if Ridge's hand on his back can knock him down, I pity that fella, but that's not what happened there. I swear, some of these referees, a kid falls down and they think somebody else had to do it. Or had to be somebody else's fault. So ball into the box, headed out by
Nice
McClintock.
Ridge.
Good job,
yeah.
Ridge.
Good job by Ridge. Yep. Evan saw that all the way.
Yep, and just like when he was playing early in the season, comes off his line really well.
Mm-hmm.
Up to Baden Friday, who misses the header but gets the heel.
Able to keep control of it. Anderson.
He's trying to find somebody.
Yeah, he's looking for somebody, but he's fun to watch. He's a little herky jerky, but his effort is always high, and he does have a nose for the goal, and he's down right now.
All right, Mr. Referee, find your whistle. My goodness, he got blown up there. Somehow, it doesn't get called as a foul unless the ref was playing advantage, but I'm not so sure about that. And now he has to go back. He's going to get a card. This is ridiculous. He must have said something ridiculous, but, he's frustrated. He gets blown up. He's on the ground hurt. No foul called.
Yeah. You got to control your emotions in that
This is
situation.
So, Captain Cuddy gets the first account of what happened.
Anderson gets a card at 15:09, so he's got to sit out the next 5 minutes.
Hand waving going on. Whatever he said, it must have been funny. The bench likes it. I'm sure Coach Snyder doesn't, though. You do have to control your emotions.
Yeah.
All right. So defended there by Higgs and then collected by Reamer. Back to Higgs. Now Reamer. A triangle of Tiger defenders gets the ball. Someone slicing through. David Goldberg's now got to come out here. Ball wide left. Goldberg, good hesitation there. Doesn't let the guy body him through. Cleared up by Royer, but knocked toward midfield. It was Ridge McClintock that cleared it, actually.
Yep. And
Looks
Evan's
like
going to get that.
Sorry. Yeah, he and Ridge and Kyle switched on that play. All right. Will back 9 take some punishment. I mean,
the guy came out, crawls up of Williams' back, and then William wins the ball back, and then William gets the foul.
I am not so sure what that gentleman sees.
And I guess he was not satisfied that the ball was stopped.
The ball was slightly rolling, and now it's still rolling.
And now it's still rolling.
And they let it go. Some of the St. Clair faithful let the referee know they're not too pleased with him. So up to I'm not sure. I think that was Baden Friday. Yep, switched into the middle now. So back to Reamer.
There you go. Nice ball. And a good switch by Ty Reamer. And he's got a guy coming through.
Nicely seen. Drew Pop is out there on the left.
Can he get a touch on it?
Oh, the keeper just got his hands on it.
Yeah.
Clears it with his feet.
And Uwe Schneider is all over the ref that we've gotten blown up 3 times and we don't have a single call. We get that one.
So he was letting us play the advantage. Now he's going to call it.
I'd like to see Ty just put this on frame.
Yeah, he's got the foot for it.
Yep.
Got 8 North Allegheny defenders back.
And let's hope that one of the St. Clair kids can get a rebound.
Top of the 18. I'd like to see Goldberg sneak up here and get a shot.
Yeah.
And the ball bounces to him. And he shoulders a boy off the ball. Good job, Dave Goldberg. It was Will Stasko. He shouldered off the ball. So Philip Iozzi will throw it in. Sneaks up there to Stasko, cleared by Goldberg. Back to the North Allegheny center back. Settles it down out to his wing back. Pressure by Baden Friday. Cole Lang now. He got the toe in it. Oof.
Everybody's screaming hand.
I don't know. That would be a missed thigh trap right in front of the coach. I'm sure Coach Vossmeyer wasn't too pleased with that. So Ty Reamer takes a look across the field, sees a couple defenders, and wheels back to Drew Pop. Oof, that
he
guy was
looked
offside.
like he was
definitely
offsides.
He was offsides by 2 or 3 yards. Evan
comes
out
out.
to get it.
Yeah, what a
Good
save
job,
by
Evan.
Nice save by Evan Jakovac. You know, he was far out of his net, so he was committed. He had to go get the ball, and he did.
Yeah. No, that was good play.
The North Allegheny defender was offsides, and Evan came out. I think he thought that he was going to be able to collect the ball nice easily, but North Allegheny kid made the smart play and kept playing.
Yep, and Drew Pop's going to get subbed out here. He's calling that he's injured.
Oh. And we get a foul on St. Clair?
I don't know what.
I have no idea what that was for.
Trying to not criticize
and they're
the officials here, but
somebody needs to go stand in front of the ball and create some time for St. Clair to get set up.
Ball goes off a chest, I think.
Yeah,
St. Clair
I mean,
defender.
this is that situation right there. Again, talking about soccer IQ is that we're getting organized. Evan's yelling for a wall, and that's a dangerous spot for that kick to be taken from. One of the St. Clair players has to go stand in front of the wall and require the NA player to ask for his space.
Right. I mean, you go up and act like you're directing the wall or something. You're going to get corrected by the official, but
you
first warning, you're not going to get a card.
And you can get organized at that point. Yeah, Drew Pop looks like he's injured. Might be this. Looks like, he got his a thigh bruised in the last game against Mount Lebanon, sort of walking awkwardly. And actually, he's holding his back now. So Jack Cassidy comes in for Drew Pop.
We've got to go up for the header, fellas. All right. Well, Baden Friday wins it anyways. Gets a push in the back, so we could draw the call. Ty Reamer.
Oh, can we get a head on it?
Nice effort by Ryan Higgs.
Yeah, nice ball by Ty Reamer. Ridge with a nice step in. Cole Lang collects it. Yep. Just under 10 minutes left in the game.
So down to Cole Lang's feet.
Yeah, we just couldn't trap it.
Nope, couldn't get it. Good step there by Cole Lang. He gets thrown down to the turf.
See a lot of our starters going and putting on their sweatpants and sweatshirts as it's getting cold, and the reality that they're not going back in is now very apparent.
So, oh goodness gracious, Ty Reamer overran.
We lost to NA 1-0 year in the last game of the regular season, but then we're able to come back and beat them 2-0 in the playoffs. And if you're going to win one of these two games, if you have to play them again, certainly the second one's the better one.
Right. And David Goldberg on the defending end there. Fella gets a ball across after some good defensive work. Easily seen by Evan Jakovic. Woof, gives a good wind-blown
Wow,
boot.
what a punt.
Wow.
He might give a nice little crack at trying to punt it into the other goal the next time he gets that opportunity.
Reamer now gains possession, knocks it forward toward someone who doesn't get it. So Royer has it.
And he sends it back to Evan. Let's see if we can control this. Nope. Oh, gets away from the NA player. Here comes Jack Cassidy.
Cassidy pushing and shoving.
Yeah.
Just harasses him enough that he gives the ball up to, I guess, Cole Lang, knocks it toward Friday, goes to the keeper, out to their right back. Wilback Dine gives chase now. Goldberg steps up, sees Willie back in the background, hoping they can double team him. Now it gets up to Royer. He defends Goldberg. Now hits the. I don't know who it went off of there.
I think that went off of Goldberg. He was trying to shield, but I think contact kind of pushed him into the ball a little bit.
I think they're calling a corner. No. This light post is kind of in my way. I'll blame that.
Yeah.
7 minutes to go, 1-0 Tigers.
Sort of an odd place for a a post, right? I look across at the other side, and the posts are on the other side of the stand.
Right.
So
I don't care about the visitors as much.
Well, man, could have been a big uh-oh. They put the lights here, and then they built the field, and they miscalculated on where to put the field.
We're talking about this as the game of the cats. I mean, Tigers versus Panthers. I can't really think of too many teams named after dogs. It's like the sheepdogs don't play the shepherds. And
well, the bulldogs are a popular breed, but after that, you're right. There's not
bulldogs.
Not many pit bulls.
I guess
the Huskies, would that qualify? There's a nice ball by William Backdine. Gets to Jack Cassidy.
Jack Cassidy gets taken down in the box, but these officials aren't seeing squat, so that's not happening. Yeah, maybe it's the carnivorous nature of the big cats that eat things and hunt things down.
But I think wolves, huskies, bulldogs, that's probably about the gamut that you get. But you get, lions, tigers, panthers, bobcats.
Right. Bears.
Right. So you can tell, folks, we're just trying to fill time here.
Yeah. 5.5 minutes ago.
Oh, Will battling hard. Oh, he's going to get the ball down there. And a nice pass to Ray Friday.
Has the left side of the net open.
Finish it.
Oh, he just couldn't get a good enough foot on it. The left panel and left side of the net was open.
Yeah, he had it on his left foot. Maybe he could have brought it to his right
it's so
for a
easy
little
from
stronger
up here,
touch. It is easy from up here, Dan. I mean, that's why we sit here.
This is exactly right. Into Reamer now. And St. Clair's got some energy. Ooh, back to Roy. He's got to get rid of it quickly. He does.
5 minutes left in the game. And here comes Ty Reamer.
Younger guys are possessing well right here.
Yeah.
You can see
and out
Reamer
to Anderson Ladaris.
Reamer and your boy Wilback Diner are going to be the leaders in the middle next year for sure.
Here comes Anderson. Good things happen. Oh, he's double deep in the corner. This is not something you usually see when you're down.
No.
Where you take it down in the corner. Oh, and he does.
He tried to draw the corner.
He does. Well, he got a throw, he got a throw out of that. Oh, and William Backdine's coming out for Jack Cassidy. I think William's too happy with that. Uwe Schneider's got some words for William Backdine, and he smiles, so they couldn't have been that bad.
No. And the other thing about it, too, that, it's not a a game that's as seriously taken as the section games is.
Right.
Both coaches have agreed that they can sub on either throw in, so they get their guys in and out. And some woofing going on from the Panther bench here. North Allegheny gets a kick. Ty Reamer grabs
Nice.
it. He's got some space.
Yeah, I was going to say that maybe they should think about getting Ty Reamer out of the game, but if I look at the bench, there's really no one to bring in for him.
Right.
And I would say the same about Kyle and Ridge, although I'm sure they're happy to play this one out. But, there's also no one there that could play their position.
I mean, unless they throw a jersey on Coach Frack with his youthful look, he slips in the game.
I don't know. Do you have your boots with you?
No, and I don't got the youthful look either.
Oh, nice header by Ridge. Oh, and
Goldberg,
nice
good play.
dummy there by David Goldberg. Oh, and Jack loses it out of bounds. Yeah, just under 3 minutes left here.
I did play against Bobby Vosmar once in an adult game, and I think he's 15 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was about 25, and he was just hanging out, just getting his workout, and then his team was down 2 goals, and he quickly scored 3 of them in about 10 minutes. Once he wanted to do something, he could do anything he wanted.
Wow.
Oh, good catch by Ty Reamer. He gets caught.
Yeah, coming up after this game, we have the JV boys playing. They flip the orders here, so some of the upperclassmen can get back to campus. It's homecoming at Upper St. Clair, and we just hope all these boys stay safe and, stay away from large gatherings. I know, although that's probably something that's going to be difficult.
Ooh.
Oh,
There's a large gathering in front of the St. Clair net that the ball stays out.
Yeah.
Big chest save from Evan Jakovac, and then Kyle Royer, I think, took a whack at it and off the hand of a North Allegheny Tiger, so Jakovac gets the kick.
Really good work there by Evan Jakovac and Kyle Royer.
That was a jailbreak. I thought that was a goal for sure.
No.
Oof, that's a foul.
That's a foul.
Hey, you got one right. Shout him out when you know, ref.
And then we're going to commit everybody forward. Right.
We're going to need someone to go up for a header here. And Kyle Royer gets his
does
noggin
get
on
a
it.
ball out there.
Yeah.
That was a good effort.
1 minute remaining in regulation. 1 minute remaining.
And defended by Baden Friday. Excuse me, that was Higgs. Up to Cassidy. Now Goldberg. Throw in Goldberg. 45 seconds left. Oh, Cole Lang dives
Trying
for a
to
header.
head for
Misses.
the ball. Well, nice ball there.
Breakaway Ridge.
If he can get the
McClintock
ball
in.
over,
good
and that's a
defense.
nice defensive play by Ridge McClintock.
Good job.
North Allegheny had a free runner down the middle of the field, and I think if he gets it over to him, it's probably a goal.
20 seconds left. Let's see if North Allegheny tries to get the kickoff.
This would be a nice opportunity, again, just being aware. David Goldberg, go stand out in front of the goal, and just don't let them get this last kickoff.
5, 4, 3.
Yeah.
And Nico Amatangelo gets thrown to the ground, but goes up.